Hey Todd, it's Mike and Phil and Rick up at the speed booth. You've had an up and down evening. I'm wondering if you think you can get up there and get a top 5 out of this deal.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, I think we got a truck to do it, but unfortunately, the way the rules are written, even though, because we got the lucky dog, we have to start at the tail end of the longest line, which line is going to be single file, so unless we can get a quick caution to get in front of these lap trucks, it'll be tough, but Mike Sr.'s done a great job adjusting this thing. Our worst run was that green flag run, but he did a great job. We've gotten a lot better here, and I think we could get up there and race them, but we're going to need a quick caution to do it. This Lumber Liquidators crew's done a great job, and everybody at Germain Racing, so we'll see what this Tundra's got. Hopefully we can get that quick caution.
That's what it's going to take for you to have a chance to contend, but you got tires and the other guys don't, so it'd be fun if there was a caution, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'd pretty much look like a hero, I think, these new tires, but you feel like Superman when you got new tires on. We'll just have to see. You know, it's a shame we've got ourselves in this position. That one green flag run there was the worst the truck was, and we got that lap down, but you never know. We'll just have to see what we can get out of it here.
All right, we'll be watching. Thanks for your time, Todd. Have a good race.
All right, bud. Thank you.
Going back from red to yellow flag conditions as the trucks make their way back out onto the racetrack. We ride along with Todd Bodine. Let's catch you up as to what has taken place today here. Our race summary, Ted Musgrave, problems early on the start of the race.
Yeah, Chad McCumbee spun his tires in the 8 truck. Ted Musgrave passed him. You're not allowed to do that on the start of the race. He was brought down pit road for a pass-through penalty. He has battled back. He's not running 6th.
Battle for the lead, and it seemed like it was these two trucks all night long.
Well, one of them would go high and the other one would run low and pass them, and then they'd switch it back and forth, as you see right here. What a great battle all through the early parts of the race with these two guys. But then, problems for Johnny Benson.
Johnny Benson third in our first 2 races of the season. He blows the right front tire out as he goes through the quad oval and into the wall, and a lot of damage, but he's been able to bring that truck back out onto the racetrack.
Here's Kyle Busch making some passes in some unusual places.
Yeah,
we talked to him a few moments ago. He said he had to pass them where they ain't, and that's what he did. Unfortunately, Colin Brown thought he had a flat tire and may have very well had a flat tire, and Kyle made some contact with him. But you see right there, the rain came, the caution flag came out.
But now it's as good as it gets. You got Kyle Busch leading the race. We're getting ready to go back green with just 4 laps to go. Hey, Ron Hornaday is second. He's sitting there chomping at the bit, wanting to get him some of that Kyle Busch cap. You know, we've all talked about Hornaday's restarts. Let's see what we get here. It's time for him to shine. You know, if everybody wants to say what a great restarter you are, this is a perfect time to prove them all right.
And I would not put him past him, because I've seen him do some amazing things on these restarts. But Kyle Busch knows that as well. He knows that Ron Hornaday is a great restarter.
These trucks are basically even. You know, we've seen on the short run, maybe Kyle Busch a little bit better. And then on the longer haul, Ron's a little bit better. This is all or nothing. Ron needs to hit his gear shifts perfectly, try to get that truck up beside Kyle Busch and get that lead in the first turn.
You know, this caution or red flag, whatever, for rain was a great break for Terry Cook, because he restarted at the tail end of the longest line, the one before this. Now he's right up there with him.
It's all about to happen. Green flag back in the air. 4 laps of racing to go from Atlanta.
Can Kyle Busch hold that throttle down? Can he run this corner wide open?
He's going to have to try as they go into turns 1 and 2. Kyle Busch just a little off the white line. Ron Hornaday right on that white line, running 1 and 2. To the high side of the racetrack, Ron Hornaday stays up against the wall. Kyle Busch in the middle and ducks back down to that white line.
Look at that battle. Matt Crafton has taken over the 3rd spot from Chad McCumbee. Now Mike Skinner's coming on the outside.
Here comes Skinner. They were side by side for 4th. It's Skinner's going to take 4th away from McCumbee. He drops back to 5th. Up in front, Kyle Busch. Ron Hornaday still battling for the lead.
Ted Musgrave is joining that battle for 3rd on back.
Matt Crafton, career best, 3rd. It happened here 1 year ago for the 5th time. Matt Crafton stuck in that rut of 3rd place finishes. He can see 2nd and 1st just in front of him here in Atlanta. They're 3 wide behind him.
There's Todd. Again, he's on the lead lap, but he's so far behind right now. He needs another caution flag. Whoa, he might get one.
Very close there. 2 and 3 wide as they go through the quad oval.
There's nowhere for Todd to go. He's got a fast truck, but he's hemmed in.
Less than 2 laps of racing to go. Down the backstretch they go. Kyle Busch has got a lead on Ron Hornaday. 3 and 4 wide behind him. Coming out of turn number 4, the white flag goes in the air. 1 lap of racing to go. Kyle Busch leading Ron Hornaday 0.3 of a second.
Mike Skinner has jumped up into the 3rd position, his highest position of the race.
Kyle Busch looking to make it back-to-back wins in the 2008 season.
Look at him run the low side of the track. He's just trying to break that draft. Break that draft off of Hornaday so he has nothing to pull up to, and he doesn't have anything to pull up to. Kyle Busch will bring this thing home off 4.
This will be the 3rd win at Atlanta Motor Speedway in the trucks for Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch wins the American Commercial Lines 200. Look at the 2 and 3 wide battles back behind them, all for positioning.
They're not done yet, Rick.
Todd Bodine knows he can't improve his position. Backs out, moving his way into turn number 1. There is your winning crew chief. He's standing by with Ray Dunlap.
Richie, I'd like to know, how tough of a call was it for you to give up that 2nd place position, come to the pits to make an adjustment there?
It wasn't a tough call at all when you got Kyle. I mean, we know we had a better truck on new tires, and tires are already starting to fall off after that little run there, so we figured, heck, the only way we're going to win this thing is come put tires on. So we know when you put tires on Rowdy, he's going to go to the front.
2 in a row. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, off to victory lane. That is Richie Waters. Kyle Busch has run this exact same truck to victory lane 7 different times. Of the 8 wins in his Craftsman Truck Series, he won in chassis number 11. Another victory, 2 in a row tonight here in Atlanta.
Not a bad start to the 2008 season for Kyle Busch.
What do you mean? Second, first?
Well, yeah, could have been better. I mean, you know.
The last 5 races, he's never finished out of the top 2. That goes back to last year.
It's good to see the Miccosukee Indian tribe. Been a very, very staunch supporter of NASCAR racing, sponsoring James Finch in Nationwide and Sprint Cup, getting a victory here. I like when people that use this sport to promote their products have some success, and obviously a lot of success tonight.
And how about exciting for Billy Ballou, team owner from right here in the Atlanta area, gets another victory. This is the 3rd time Kyle Victory makes that hard turn back onto pit road and will make his way into victory lane. So Kyle Busch continuing his celebration as he works by the other trucks on pit road. He'll be in victory lane. When we come back, we'll hear from the winner, American Commercial Lines 200. The truck is in victory lane. The driver is in victory lane. He's about to climb out. Let's go down to Ray Dunlap.
Here comes Rowdy Busch out of that number 51. He's got a NOS energy drink. He's going to put it all over Richie Waters and Billy Ballou's crew here. 2 in a row. Pretty impressive. Kyle, oh boy, this is going to be ugly.
Oh, wait, Ray.
Yeah, I know. I'm not too happy about that, you having that in your hand. But I'll tell you what, you got to be pretty happy about a great pit call there. Sitting in 2nd place, you guys came to the pits. I thought you were crazy.
Why?
Well, I mean, what are you doing giving up track position?
How many times have I done that already here and won the race? You know, 2 times. So we knew it was going to be the deal. And I was kind of surprised when nobody followed, when Hornaday didn't come and then nobody followed me. You know, normally everybody always says do what the leader does. And, well, I think that Richie made a great call and coming down pit road to get those 4 tires. And, you know, got to thank Miccosukee for coming on board with us this week. You know, we're trying to get Billy Ballou a major sponsor here. And if anybody out there really wants to help out, we'd take it, you know. But, you know, got to thank NOS Energy Drink and all these guys at Billy Ballou Motorsports and everybody that helps pit this thing. And guys in pit road were really good today making all the changes we did, man. We had the hood up on this thing. We had a track bar down 8 rounds. We had 4 rounds in the left rear. I don't even know what else we did.
You had some special guests with you here this weekend, too. Tell us about that.
Yeah, the Kyle Busch Foundation, you know, and M&M's donated tickets to the Kyle Busch Foundation, and we gave some tickets to the kids to come out here tonight and watch us race. So glad we were able to win this one. I dedicate it to those guys. And, you know, they were a lot of fun to hang out with there on Thursday. We went out and, went over to their home and visited with them for a little bit, and you know, really had a lot of fun with them, and you know, took some photographs and whatnot. But all in all, you know, everybody that supports me and all the staff that I have at Kyle Busch Motorsports and all those folks, as well as all these guys here, is what makes it happen for me.
I don't know exactly how many trucks you passed tonight, but you passed them in some pretty unusual ways. Had to have been fun, huh?
Yeah, there was a couple apron shots there, you know. I mean, hey, go where they're not, you know. So I went down to the apron, she stuck, and I tried making a move on the apron at 3. That was a little stupid, but, you know, glad the 6 truck ended up being all right. I'm not sure if he had problems or what it was, but, you know, all of a sudden I just had nowhere to go. I was either going to run in the back of him or go low, so I tried going low, and, you know, I just edged up a little bit and turned him sideways. But all in all, great night for us. Glad we were able to get out of here all right.
I would say it's a pretty good start to the season. Here comes the champagne. Kyle Busch in victory lane. Oh, boy! That was nice. Adam, I think you've got Hornaday.
Yeah, and he's much drier than you are, Ray. Back-to-back top 5s for driver 33. And I know you wanted to win tonight. You could smell it. Tell us the difference in coming up short there, Ron.
There was no difference. It just Rick Rennan and everybody done a great job in this Camping World Chevrolet. And I got to thank the VFW, Camping World, RVs.com. I mean, they definitely give me a ride, and it is so fun to drive this stuff. And Rick Rennan and all the guys, thanks again back at the shop. They working their guts out. Same truck from California. They made some changes, and it's good. And Mark Smith, I can't thank him enough for the motors. I mean, just we had a truck that would run on long runs, and you know, Busch beat me here last time on a green-white checkered, and just darn, I mean, just we didn't know if it'd stay out or go, and then he came 4 tires, so we had to do 4 tires. But got to thank Kevin Delaney and everybody at the shop again. I mean, this is so much fun to race like this, but second really sucks.
Guys, he may not have won, but it's runs like this that got Ron the championship a year ago.
No one's ever won back-to-back championships in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Ron Hornaday trying to do it. Ray Dunlap trying to stay dry. It isn't going to work when Rowdy Busch is in victory lane. Although I think Kyle Busch could battle Aaron's in about any type of competition, especially when they're driving. Take a look at the point standings through 3 races. Kyle Busch now with a 72-point lead over Todd Bodine.
But we know Kyle Busch is not going to run all the races, so Todd Bodine theoretically is our point leader, or will be once Kyle Busch misses some races.
Mike Skinner currently 7th in the points. He's standing by with Adam Alexander.
And he gets his first top 5 of 2008. I know a lot of things could have went different at the end, but all in all, third pretty solid today, Mike.
It really was for our Tundra. You know, when I seen Rowdy come down pit road there, I said, we got a radar? Are we looking at this? Because if he just won the race, if this thing starts back up again, and sure enough, he did. But we had about a 4th or 5th place truck, and we finished 3rd, so it was a good night for us.
A solid run for Mike Skinner, and he did qualify for the Sprint Cup race. He will run on Sunday, guys.
And so a 3rd place finish by Skinner moves him up in the point standings to 7th. Kyle Busch running away with this one after 3 races.
Welcome back to the Atlanta Motor Speedway. You know, a week ago when we were in California, Matt Crafton had this exact same truck. You hated it then, but it was great tonight. You get a 4th place finish. What was the difference?
These guys didn't want to bring back the same truck. I mean, we hated it. It was the worst run we've had probably in a long, long time with this truck, and they didn't settle. They went home, cut this truck in half, and went from the front forward on it and did a lot of work. I got to start off with saying, I mean, thank these guys. I mean, they are awesome. Just worked their tails off all week. I talked to them a couple times just 11, 12 o'clock when they were going home, and they didn't settle. They got this 4th place tonight. I didn't.
Well, congratulations. Another great run for the number 88 truck. Matt Crafton finishes 4th tonight here at Atlanta, guys.
Good, strong performance for Matt Crafton. Chad McCumbee, I think we can't say enough about him. A career best for Chad McCumbee tonight at Atlanta Motor Speedway in 5th.
And John Wood rebounds, fought all night long, got a 10th place finish. He had a good night.
Yeah, passed Rick Crawford on the last lap to get that top 10.
And it was 9 trucks on the lead lap. It was that long green flag run we had and the green flag pit stops.
There were some guys that had just fantastic. Hornaday, our leader, had a great pit stop, put a lot of guys in a bind with the way that his team performed on pit road. But the guy that put them all in a bind was Richie Waters, and the decisions he and Kyle Busch made on that truck all night long. And then they're weather prognosticators. They know when it's going to stop raining, make the right call there too.
And the important thing was they were not going to, they knew they had 2nd, they wanted more. They gave up 2nd, even if they didn't get restarted. They said, we're going to roll a dice. We're going to win this thing if we go back racing.
They were leading the race. They come in, raise the hood, change the truck around. Pretty big night for them.
Battling back and forth, 18 lead changes, and ultimately it was Kyle Busch that found victory lane. For Adam Alexander, Ray Dunlap, Michael Waltrip, Phil Parsons, I'm Rick Allen saying thanks for joining us. Join us in 3 weeks. Martinsville is the place we go. Now we send you to Survival of the Fastest.